Hey there, Arma here. I'm here with one of the shoe shiners here in Uptown Charlotte at the Wells Fargo building right here. What is your name, sir, to introduce yourself?
My name's James Sanders.
Awesome, James. So, how did you originally become a shoe shiner? How did you get into the business? Like, how did you learn to shine shoes?
Well, I was introduced to the business by my father,
Mm.
James Sr.,
Oh, wow.
uh, back in 1984.
Oh,
I
wow.
was introduced to this business.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what is the step by step process for those that don't know how shoe shining happens? Like, what is the step by step process? What tools do you use to shine shoes?
Well, of course, polish,
Okay.
shoe polish, different colors,
Mm-hmm.
there's various colors,
Mm-hmm.
um, a shoe brush, a terry cloth,
Okay.
which actually uh, applies the actual shine
Okay.
uh, along with the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's sole dressing. There are occasions where shoes come in and they might need to be dyed. We have shoe dye,
Mm.
uh, and we do we sometimes do what they call stripping a shoe down, which means taking all of the color out that's already gone away, uh, and bringing the shoe back up.
Okay.
Uh, and that about covers it.
Okay. And I see you right now. You're shining a pair of Louis Vuittons. Are those actual Louis Vuittons?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually they
wow.
are.
Okay. So how does it work when you shine people's shoes? Can they drop off their shoes, or do they have to be present?
They have the option to drop off if they
Oh,
need to.
wow. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay. So, how would you compare the shoe shining business now compared to like back in your day when I guess shoe shining was more popular and more of a bigger thing back then?
Well, actually, the only thing that separated the business as it is now is because of COVID. When
Oh.
COVID hit, a lot of people uh, were moved away,
Mm.
or they decided they would continue working from home.
Okay. Okay.
And right now, the business is a little slow,
Mm.
but we're still here.
Okay. And on average, how many customers would you say you get on a weekly basis?
Well, now it's like I said, it's a lot slower than it used to be.
Okay.
So maybe uh, well, I at this point have some slow days.
Mm. Okay.
I might see 3 or 4 customers, maybe.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, compared to what it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
where lunchtime was very busy,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and I could see anywhere from 15 to 20 customers a day.
Mm. Wow.
Sometimes more, depending on how
Okay.
busy it is.
Okay, and does your pricing vary? Does your pricing vary based on the type of shoe
It
or the
does. It
Okay,
does.
okay,
It does. I charge a flat rate, a small rate of a regular shoe, such as those there,
hmm
uh, which I'm doing. This is an actual drop off today
okay,
that I'm working on.
hmm
And they back in the day they started off. When I first started, we started at $5 a pair,
oh, okay, wow,
and it has gone from there up to 7.
mm,
And now that everything's just gone up,
hmm
we've gone up to $10 now.
okay,
Um, there's a variation of prices depending on what the boot looks like.
right,
If the boot is a high boot,
hmm
it's $20.
gotcha, okay,
If it's a lower boot, it's 15.
mm,
So the prices vary,
hmm
and
okay,
yeah.
okay, and so how many? If you could remember, how many shoes you think you have shined in total out of your whole career doing shoe shining?
Wow, that's really hard to say.
Okay,
I've done a lot of.
okay, would you say?
Sir, you need to drop off.
I do, but I'm wondering, you don't have any of those, like,
No, we don't do taps.
no, what are they called?
Taps.
Taps?
Yeah, that's what you want on the
On the back,
heel,
on the back heel.
on the back. That's called a tap,
All right.
and we don't do tap.
All right. No worries. No worries. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Sorry about
Yeah, and what was the tap, by the way?
that. A tap is to a little piece that protects the heel.
Oh, okay.
Some, you've seen shoes where they lose the heel, or
Right.
the heel
Yeah.
seems like it's eaten up,
Right.
and it's
Okay.
not as level as that.
Yeah. Okay.
That if you could get that tap there, that should keep it from doing that.
Okay. And as far as like going back to how many shoes you shine, do you think, would you say you maybe done over 1,000?
I would say between 84 and now, yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what would you say? I mean, as far as your clients go, do you have like a favorite story of yours of a client you remember? Like maybe any good clients or bad clients that you've had?
I do have a few stories.
Okay.
I have a story of one of my ex customers because he doesn't come anymore.
Mm.
We had a an issue with the price because he didn't like the work that was done.
Right.
So he thought I should reduce the price because of it,
Mm.
which that resulted in him not coming back here.
Right.
Which back then it didn't really matter because my business was turning over. So
Okay.
it didn't bother me.
Okay.
But I by being in business, and one thing that my dad always taught me was to have a good relationship with your customers,
Mm.
do a good job, and they will come back.
Right.
And so I always tried to do that.
Do your best.
And
Yeah.
I've had pretty good success
Yeah. Yeah.
from '84 up to now, and I've had really good success
Yeah.
doing that.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
always a few that you're gonna lose,
Right.
but
Yeah.
that's part of the business.
Right. Yeah. There's the ups and downs. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, closing out here, what advice would you give to those who want to do something similar to what you're doing, like maybe a side gig or a business they want to start up? You know, what advice would you give to those who want to be an entrepreneur or start their own gigs?
But I would say go for it.
Mm.
One important key to this type of business is basically getting in a good spot
Right.
where there's traffic.
Right.
That's very key.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, it's the most important part of that business is actually getting, and especially if you're good at it,
Right. Okay.
and getting in a good spot.
Okay.
And because the other side of that is business is a word of mouth is what's really selling your business for.
Okay. And to have one of these areas here, you would have to have like a permit and all that.
In some places, yes.
Okay. In some places.
This for me was what I call a blessing from God.
Okay.
My dad is the one that actually started me here,
Wow.
and he took me upstairs to the management at the time
Mm.
and told them that he wanted me to have this when he stops.
Oh wow.
And they told him, "You got it.
Wow.
Your son will have it when you stop. He'll have it."
Oh wow, that's amazing. I would never knew that. That's amazing. It shows how important having good connection
Right.
and reputation is.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So just to close things out, you could share your name or your platform or how others can reach out to you at your shop here if you want to let people know where they could find you.
Well, I'm located at. My name's James Sanders, and I'm not in. I don't have a business logo and nothing like that. But I'm in the Wells Fargo Plaza building, 301 South Triangle.
Awesome. In Charlotte, North Carolina. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And this was amazing. If you guys in the comment section below, share your thoughts and come check out his shop. He's doing amazing work here. He has the whole setup and everything, got the shoe shine. So this was amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
You're
Nice
welcome.
to meet you.
You're welcome.
Nice to
All right.
all right.